Hello and welcome back everyone to Rocket Rabbit Commentaries, a StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty playthrough, and in this episode we'll be doing the Outlaws, where we're going to get some interesting help from Brood War. Haha!
Haha!
See that crane? They're getting ready to move the artifact they found off-world.
Oh, nice.
Well, I'll be damned.
Now we get a fully animated introduction to exactly the thing we're going to be attacking.
All right.
Yup,
Time
yup.
to give the Dominion a wake-up call. Let's smash that base and haul that baby out of there.
Oh look, they have a Hellion.
And supply depots.
And supply depots, yes.
Outlaws ain't no herd of capacity.
So, to actually complete this mission, you don't need to build anything. You're supposed to build stuff, but you don't need to. This is effectively the Backwater Station mission, teaching you that yes, this is an RTS game. You are supposed to be building things.
Adjutant, please. The bros are too busy broing right now.
Train them up at the barracks.
Please leave a message after the bro.
Harvest minerals faster. Train them up at the command center.
We don't need any more. Yeah, we don't need any more SCVs. And once the other Marine that we started building is done, then we don't really need any more Marines either.
Roger that.
Yep, because the
There
tutorial...
are mineral packages all over the place.
Exactly. And in finding these mineral packages and learning what they do and why they're important, we're taking out only one main objective: to destroy the Dominion base with our bros.
We will have a secondary objective. We're already moving towards it because this is not my first time playing Wings of Liberty. I can play through the first half of each of the Wings of Liberty campaigns on hard. I should have mentioned this in part 1. We will be playing on normal mode for the entirety of the campaigns. But yes, I can play through the first half of each of the Wings of Liberty campaigns on hard. I cannot play them on brutal because I am just terrible at the game. But specifically with microing.
You guys sure are a
But
sight. But we're with you. Just tell us where you want us.
Yes, we have completed our bonus objective, which gives us another barracks, some 3 medics, and the ability to produce yet more Marines.
Dominion can go to hell.
Rainer, he's our man. If he can do it, StarCraft can. Go, Rainer.
Produce the other medic.
The doctor is in.
Quick, pop some... Oh, wait, no. Stim packs reduce health, not raise it.
Coming through.
Yes, Stim. And we aren't going to get the Stim pack upgrade.
Oh. Well then.
The reason being is because although the Stim pack upgrade is a very powerful upgrade, I don't need it, he said, because one of the interesting things about this particular composition that we'll be using pretty much throughout the rest of the campaign is that Marine Medic doesn't honestly need any of the additional tech upgrades that it gets access to, with the exception of Combat Shield and the ability for medics to get a better energy efficiency. Once you have both energy efficiency and combat shield, your Marines with standard map upgrades usually become mostly immortal.
Right. Versus needing to apply a health debuff, but a temporary speed and strength buff multiplier that makes it fucking kick ass in multiplayer. But in multiplayer, soldiers also are more expendable.
I wouldn't say only multiplayer soldiers are more expendable. It's just that multiplayer has shifting priorities with what needs to be done.
Sure thing.
Stream more Marines into the enemy base.
Well, boys, looks like we found the crane.
Outstanding. With their barracks and factory trashed, we just gotta mop up any stragglers and we're home free.
Like these SCVs in the command center. Haha.
So am I to understand that every Marine is just another Tychus?
No, the Marines are not Tychus. Tychus very explicitly is Okay. The internal lore of StarCraft is very weird because the Terran Confederacy is very technically a coalition of Chinese and Russian astronauts, despite the fact that they sound very much like the American Southerners.
Crane control established.
Beautiful.
Marines technically are bred and cloned using very low grade human stock from what used to be Earth, but that's never explored in game itself. It's all in the instruction booklet for the original StarCraft 1 paired with the novelizations.
Crystal children.
Crystal children would actually be the Protoss, but we're not supposed to know that.
Let's watch some more TV.
Thanks for staying
More
with us.
TV.
Let's go now to Kate Lockwell with an update on Jim Raynor's violent uprising.
Thanks, Donnie. Raynor's clearly widening his list of targets. He's attacked a Dominion archaeological dig and possibly seized a dangerous alien artifact.
Emperor Mengsk spoke on this subject earlier today.
He did, eh?
There's no telling what kind of havoc these supposedly innocuous relics might wreak upon our worlds.
And that's what we're hoping for.
Possession of these items will be dealt with to the fullest extent of the law.
Yay.
The ironic thing, of course, is that Manx is the one fishing these out. Unofficially.
Buen dia. I see that little label there. That's Spanish for good day.
Actually, the only civilian deaths appear to be collateral damage from overzealous Dominion security force.
Thanks, Kate. You heard it here first. Jim Raynor.
For the record, I actually really like Kate Lockwell's side story that they have going on throughout the campaign. She gets a very nice conclusion.
With the artifact secure, you need to wait for transport at Backwater Station before you can leave.
So, you remember the original third mission of StarCraft 1, right?
Nope.
It was a holdout mission where we were supposed to wait for Mex to show up to pick us up. We're doing that again.
Waiting for Mex?
I've got transport.
No, we're not waiting for Mex. We're waiting for our actual transport.
Sit tight.
Don't sound too hard. I figure we earned ourselves a little R&R.
Yeah, that's right. All we're gonna do is just sit on our asses and wait for the cavalry.
At the abandoned dig site.
I should have known it. Damn you,
I
Tychus.
swear, man, I didn't know nothing about no Zerg.
This is true. He did not know that Kerrigan was going to try and stop us.
Hell, we gotta hold out long enough for extraction. If we man the bunkers and hold those two bridges as long as we can, we just might stand a chance.
You don't need to worry about the integrity of the bridges. The bridges themselves are indestructible.
But we are not.
That is true.
Not against the Zerg, you ain't.
What Raynor is implying there is that the Zerg's endless numbers make it so that they almost always win in holdout scenarios, which is true because, endless numbers.
SVC, ready.
Alright, load up the two bunkers that we already have.
This better be good.
Who wants some?
What we're doing here is we're actually scouting out a little bit to clear out some of the earlier Zergling forces that can be used to steroid additional attack waves. The other thing, of course, that we're doing is mapping out where the additional resources on the map are. That way we don't have to wait for our farming, as well as we are also mapping out where the secondary objectives are going to come in, because it's at this point that our secondary objectives start actually paying us in order to complete them. At least I think it's at this one that it starts doing that. Even if it's not, the secondary objective in this mission gives us additional Marines and medics to do holdout scenario stuff with. This will be the mission that we do our first major jump cut for, because most of this mission is us just building up a defensive force, and you don't really need to see that. We only have access to Marines, medics, and bunkers right now, so yeah. if you want to just play this mission defensively, all you really need are 3 missile turrets and 3 bunkers on each bridgehead. If you manage to successfully build and hold that, you'll be fine, even towards the very end.
Can't wait. I'm gonna splatter
You'll notice
them
that
all
one
over
of the
this.
earliest things that I did was actually go and build infantry attack +1. This is because for a majority of the campaign, the infantry attack and armor upgrades are pretty much required even on normal mode in order to have a decent time. There are additional achievement objectives that I am not going for because I don't want that additional stress in my life. For this one specifically, it is you need to take down, I believe it's 4 of the 8 Zerg hatcheries that are spread across the top and left side of the map.
Outstanding.
It is totally doable if you have decent micro and know how the hell to space your medics, but actually having that micro is not a thing that I have. So.
SCV ready.
Oh, we got the dude squad on the way. Gonna take out not just 1 but 2 Zerg hives. Oh my sweet Jesus!
No, we are not attacking the Zerg hives in this mission. We can if we build a force. I think the force that I actually need is a 3-1 spread of Marine medic with it's a 3-1 spread of Marine medic with, I believe it's 48 total units. With 48 total units, I can take down upwards of 3 hatcheries with one go. The thing is, not only do the Zerg forces get the advantage of creep when we attempt to take out their hatcheries, they also get the advantage of very strong defensive positioning, specifically with spine crawlers. And spine crawlers 2-shot my units even after upgrades. So, yeah, we're not doing that.
But you kind of wish the multiplayer game would also just give you the minerals in the Vespine.
If you're good enough at micro, they effectively do. A lot of the multiplayer maps have the ability, at some point on them the golden mineral base, and the golden mineral base is just absolutely amazing. We did a jump cut there.
Yeah, we did, because that was ridiculous.
Well, it wasn't that ridiculous, to be perfectly honest. And with that, we have gotten all 3 of the survivors.
The doctor is in.
Boom, baby.
And I believe we'll be shortly doing another significant jump cut. You'll notice that I don't actually cap out my training queues, even though I have the resources to do so. That is because I want the additional resources to go into building supply depots at home, so I can actually cap out at some point. Because once I actually do cap out, well, the mission will be effectively over, and then I want to at least show off that the additional hatcheries are available and can be taken down if you're better at the game than I am. Unfortunately, one of the problems with this particular composition is that the medics always end up, because the medics are slightly faster than the Marines, the medics always end up in front some fucking how. And I honestly don't know why the hell that happens. Microing medic Marine is extremely difficult for me because of how medics always end up pushing themselves to the front. You can see them trying to do it here, and it's like, what is going on? Why are you trying to move to the front? You don't need to be at the front. Stop doing it!
Gentlemen, 3 Stooges, all 27 of you, go back to base and protect yourself.
Now, this is technically my fault for having so many medics in my composition. At this point, I'm actually running a 2-1 Marine medic split, when honestly you only need a 3-1 split, and I'm just so used to running 2-1 split is my big issue. We ran out of Vespine. Oh well.
Too many doctors in the ER.
There are too many doctors in the ER. Or at least in our ER. I mean, we don't actually have a medical facility on the battlefield, but that's because we're not allowed to build one. I'm glad we got rid of the Academy, for the record. The Academy was a building that I was never happy with building. It's the Hyperion!
Reign in fire is sweet justice. Right?
Hey, Matt Horner.
Anyone still alive down there?
Good to see you, Matt. Welcome to the party.
Glad we made it in time, sir. Now let's get you boys out of there.
We had successfully held out against the Zerg assault.
Indeed we have. And in the next episode, we start on the actual Wings of Liberty campaign, going to different planets and such. Be safe.